No, when you do your thing. Come
I
on.
can't see the screen, so
What is the matter?
I just would like to be able to see the screen. So
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Please
I
let me
can't
know.
hear. Oh shit!
Because you didn't plug it in.
I was like, why can't I
Oh
hear
my
shit?
gosh. I needed you to check the audio. I thought you checked the audio.
No, we're probably fucking
Oh, echoey as
echoey as
all
fuck, dude.
jabronis right now.
Yep, we are.
Oh my
Okay, I
gosh.
fixed it. Oh my god.
You had like, so what are you doing? Busy watching videos on TikTok or
I was
something? Not
watching
doing your
this.
job?
I was watching this girl on TikTok talk about all kinds of dirty things.
About very non-appropriate things, not
Oh my gosh.
work-related things. In fact, actually, Gabby Caffey was talking about that. How he set up a TikTok. He's like, he bounced 2 seconds in. He's like, nah, this is not professional. This is not good for promoting or marketing cigars. And I have to agree with him. I think TikTok is one of those scourges. It makes me feel old admitting that, but I feel like this platform is a scourge of the earth situation. Or at least Facebook kind of started out where they were trying to connect people, like, oh, you went to college or whatever. It's
Hmm.
gotten so much worse. Hey Cam, how you doing, brother? It is raining at the club, indeed, brother. It is not right now. You can't
There
hear
we
it
go.
anymore, but you could hear it a moment ago. Thank you to all those watching. Brian, how you doing, brother?
Hey, Brian. I read your post, bro. You know, I've never been in that situation, so I have no words or anything to give you other than uh if you people to talk to, brother, we're here for you.
Hundred
Anything you need,
percent.
man. I do apologize for missing last Wednesday's show, but our mother is not healing as well as she should be. She should be off of her drainage tube, but she's not because she will not lay down. This woman was driving the second day after surgery, and the doctor told her no. She will not listen to the doctor. She will not lay down. She will not stay still, and therefore she is not fully recovering on schedule. So, um, we had to deal with her.
She will do none of it. She laid down for like the first 2 days
Yeah.
of 10 days of recovery, and she's like, "I'm good. I did it. I accomplished everything I wanted to." And
Hmm.
then she decided not to listen. So is what it is. Thank you all so much for joining. Uh, this is the first show we've done in a minute because of all of the ridiculousness,
Charity events and whatnot.
family, and then charity event
Yeah.
again. Thank you so much to Mel for helping me keep the morning show going the last week. At least we had that, something
Yeah.
better than nothing. But I am really glad to be sitting here with Frankie again, even though I had to sit with him in the cold or stand in the cold rather. We'll talk about that in a minute. Um, and we had to drink margaritas and eat healthy donuts. Oh, it was difficult. It was a difficult life. And deal with barking dogs and so much more while peddling this good old uh, handcrafted product that we have here in our hands. Maybe not these ones in particular, because this is the 721, the 57, or factory 57
Isn't it seven twenty
dark,
four?
or sorry, 724. Sorry, but I did type that in wrong. 724 factory 57. A lot of numbers there. That's what got me. Dark natural. In fact, I had my notes up. Frankie needed a favor, so now my notes are down. I wanted to get this blend correct. Um, dot dot dot. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Reload. There we go. It is, according to the website, a triple fermented, high priming Nicaraguan jalapa habano wrapper over a Costa Rican binder with Honduran, Nicaraguan, San Andreas, Mexican, and Colombian fillers. A lot to say there. A lot
That
to
is a
say
lot.
there in one cigar, and I'm very excited to be smoking it today. Brother, what are you having today? I think I saw, was that a La Polina?
It is. It is in fact a La Polina cigar.
Quite nice.
Um, I'm usually not a big La Polina guy. Um, the December pack will get here tomorrow. The 4 pack, and there's a surprise cigar in there for December. Okay,
Nice.
fantastic. Um, I'm not usually a La Polina guy, but when I saw this one in the humidor, I was like, you know what? Let me give that a try. I forgot it's not gonna focus, is it?
No, it's focused on us.
Um, so
Every time.
this is the La Polina. This is the El Diario.
You want me to show that video so they can see it a little better?
No, Dick, I don't. Anyways, um,
Hey, Goody.
this is made in the Honduras factory where Alec Bradley cigars are made. So you know that the quality you're getting is that of the Alec Bradley stuff, which Alec Bradley's got some really good reviews on some of their cigars. So same with the quality for this one here for La Plina. It has Honduran Rosado wrapper. I didn't get the binder, but the fillers are all Nicaraguan, Corojo and Criollo. So they said it's a very spicy cigar. I don't know if that's what I'm in the mood for right now, but it's what I have, and that's what we're gonna go with.
Spicy sounds good to me. Eduardo, how you doing, brother? We are live over on Cigars, Whiskey, Beautiful Women. So if I don't see your name, let me know in the comments. But I see the What's Up Fellas comment. I appreciate you being here with us. I'm gonna get that cutter now. Finally.
And actually, before we move on with the show, I would just ask that we take a quick moment of silence for Leo. We didn't really get to do a proper show for him on Friday. And I actually that very day or Friday, um, I I was going through TikTok and there's this female poet on there that I follow, and one of her poems was just like, "Damn, that just hits right now because of everything that's been going on." And if we have time before the show ends, I'll read it for you guys. Um, but I just want to take a quick moment of silence for Leo and let him know that we're even though he's gone, we're still thinking about him because he's been such a big supporter of the show. Again from um, doing the different raffles that we do to
Just saying hello.
just
Man.
being a part of the show and talking and sharing. He's been a tremendous part. So let's just go take a quick moment for him, real quick, guys. All right, thanks, guys. Um, and if you guys are friends with Lee on Facebook or we're friends with Lee on Facebook, you can drop by and just share your condolences to the family. I'm sure they would appreciate that very much.
100%. Yeah. Good, really good guy. He was part of a lot of different communities for cigars and just online in general. He was just, very friendly person. He was
hmm
easy to make friends with because he was good people.
hmm So as I begin to light this cigar up, again, from what I read on the description, it's supposed to be a spice bomb with some other flavors in there. So we'll see.
Nothing wrong with that. I didn't do any flavor research on mine, which does not bother me. I want to find out for myself, and I will as soon as I can borrow that there later. This would have came in handy over Monday and Friday as far as the events go. Richard, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Go ahead and
And they aren't lying. It is going to start off spicy, guys. It's definitely a hot pepper spice. It's an intense spice. Um, so if you're not a fan of spicy cigars, I would wait off until later on the show when I talk more about this to see if this will be for you. I could already see there's a big stem in there, which I know is going to annoy the shit out of me, but I'm going to try to ignore it and just enjoy the cigar for what it is. It's a 5 by 52 Robusto, and it comes in a couple other sizes as well.
it's Lapoli. What's the full name?
The La Polina El Diario.
El Diario. There you go. I'm going to go hit my share button real quick. And again, mine is the 724 Factory 57 Dark Natural, as the full name suggests.
And
It's dark. Definitely dark already. Nice.
And as I recall, the new owner of this cigar company actually brought it back from non-existence because his grandfather or his father had worked in the company before as a lector. So he would basically, I think, if I had knew what I'm talking about, would basically like read them the paper and stuff while they were working, um, and stuff like that. Like a motivator. He would just stand there, sit there all day, and just read stuff to these people as they work.
So like the original podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, maybe not a podcast because he was already reading something.
Audiobook.
Yeah. There you go.
Hmm.
And basically, when he retired, the company kind of went away, and his grandson brought it back, and that's the La Polina cigars we know today.
Now, from the comments said his grandfather owned the company. Is that what he would do during like what he was when he was running it, or just part of the job? Or
Say again.
the comment said someone put his grandfather owned it. It's over in the can't hit this button. There we go.
I didn't see that his grandfather owned it. I saw that his grandfather worked there. I could be wrong. I could have read the story wrong.
Yeah, Casey. Hey, Casey, how you doing, brother? Good to see you.
But I know that he worked there as a lector. That's what it said. Maybe he bought it sometime after that. But when he retired, it kind of went away, and his grandson brought it back.
Interesting. Very interesting. And Richard said, stopped by the lounge a few days ago, had a few cigars. Don't remember what they were because I also had whiskey, and then the tinge bit more whiskey. Nothing wrong with that. Those are some good calls as far as whiskey goes. The best thing after a whiskey is another whiskey. So I will give you that.
I would have to agree with you on that one. But yeah, this is definitely starting out very spicy, you guys. They were not kidding. That Nicaraguan Criollo and Criollo fillers in there. are giving it that beautiful, beautiful spice. It is intense. It's still intense. So if you're not into spicy cigars, this one may be one you might want to steer clear of. But as we get into it and as we delve into the show, I'll let you guys know if the spice is as intense, if it's died down, where it's gone, and the other flavors that will be tied in with it.
So he restarted as a tribute. Oh, okay, very nice. So he owned it, and then
Okay.
yeah, that's what. Okay, very nice, very nice. I like that.
Yeah.
The history of all of it is deep and rich. It's one of those situations where you can go into it for days. I do love talking about that stuff. So any information is always appreciated. John, how you doing? Checking in over on YouTube. Jeff, how you doing?
Now, they luckily it does make another cigar. I forget what it is. I want to say it starts with a B. And I was a big fan of that one. I had a few of those, and I was a big fan of those. I just can't remember off the top of my head the name of it. I think it came with a special footband or ribbon or something on it. It was like a light blue. I can't remember. If anybody in the comments knows, let me know.
I feel like that should ring a bell right now, but it just doesn't. I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
Yeah. Um, but again, if you guys are fans of La Polina cigars, let us know in the comments what you like about them, what you don't like about them. If it's something you keep in your regular humidor on your regular rotation, it can't be in everybody's. There's so many damn cigars out there, you guys. It just can't be in everybody's rotation.
That's fair. That's fair.
But this was in my personal humidor, so someone gave it to me that meant something to me. So um, I'm smoking it today.
It's a good pick. It's
Yeah.
a good pick. All right, so we missed a lot of show and a full week of adventures.
Yeah, we're way behind in our top 10 for 2022.
I'm not too sad about that because it's a lot to go through still. I mean, there's a lot of good cigars out there, and I think the little extra time doesn't hurt. But I would really love to have number one out like ASAP. But I want to give the others their attention as they are due.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of companies I want to make sure are on the show. I want to do it good this show. I want to do it. Literally each episode gets its own, or top 10, they get their own. So we have a representative.
Yeah,
From
we don't have enough
each.
weeks for that.
I'm not saying by the end of the year. I don't care if we
Oh,
have.
I was like, yeah,
just-
we're out of weeks.
We have all the weeks in the world. We don't have to do it before the end of the year. But we could do it. We don't have to do one a week. We could do Monday, Wednesday. We could do one every day.
Well, because we also have the Cigar Heritage Festival people.
We do
So this
whatever-
month will be off.
do whatever. So we still have at least 12 shows in December.
There's only 9.
How are there only 9?
I don't know.
Just because you think, oh, I felt
Yeah.
like it. Felt like 9.
Speaking of the Cigar Heritage Festival, you guys, do not forget, December 4th, we will be in Yorba City, Florida, right off of Tampa for the Cigar Heritage Festival. We are the official media people for that. And we cannot wait to get out there. I know Byron already has his tickets to go. I believe
Love
Gracie has her tickets to go. There's a few other people that have their tickets already to go. If you guys need tickets, you guys can get free tickets to the Cigar Heritage Festival. We will put up a QR code a little later on for you guys to get free tickets to go. One scan is one ticket. So if you want your friends to come, make sure they scan it as well. They can get their free ticket also.
There you go.
It's going to be a hell of a good time. I've already talked to Aganorsa. I've talked to Oliva. I've talked to Nova Cigars. Got a message to Cavalier, Crown Heads,
Dunbarton.
Solomon, Dunbarton. All these people were working on dates to get on the show. We already have one confirmed for the 14th, so that'll be a lot of fun. We want to make sure we get in on their deals ahead of time so you guys know when you go what deals are going to be there, so you're not finicky looking around last minute. Oh my gosh, where do I go? You can have your game plan ready to go. Okay, I know Jewish State is going to have this sale, so I need to go get a box there. I know that Oliva is going to have this sale. I need to go get 3 boxes, so I get that swag there. Crown Heads is doing this deal. Roman Solomon's doing that deal. I grab a 5-pack, I can grab a 10-pack, whatever it is you guys want to get.
I like that.
We'll try to have all the deals out before the show starts so that you guys will have a great idea of what you guys want to get.
Gotta have a battle plan. I like it. And real quick though, John drinking 4 roses with a new Devil's Hand, a new Devil's Hand by Esteban Carreras. Excellent call, brother.
I love Esteban Carreras, but Jimmy's nowhere to be found, man.
He's busy. He's doing his thing. All right. He's got stuff going on. All right.
I think the favorite of mine will obviously be the Cashmere.
Oh yes, of course.
We got to get an audio clip of that.
We got to get her back on sometime. Say hello. Obviously talking about Jackie, who helps out in the mornings during COVID, but is now working again, so it's hard. Are we going to the Great Smoke in 2023? I really want to. I'm crossing fingers. I am, trying to make the budget work,
Yeah.
but it's a matter of time and money. Those two things don't always align, and right now it's not looking great.
We were literally getting ready to go to the Big Smoke um
Last time, yeah,
when the week prior our studio was broken into.
yeah.
Um and if you guys aren't familiar with that, what happened is they broke into our studio, they took everything that we needed to make the show happen. Miguel's laptop, cameras, microphones, um, my Xbox for some odd reason, those assholes. And I just bought Miguel this friggin' awesome all white controller and headset because he didn't want any headsets, and I bought him a new controller too.
It's like, oh, this is
They
sweet.
took that. They left my controller for some odd reason.
Wasn't
Whatever.
wasn't as good.
Racist. Um, my iPad. I mean, they took everything we needed to make the show happen, guys. And with that, we weren't able to go to the event. So hopefully this year we'll be able to make it. We're hoping to. Um, it does seem like a really fun time, and I would really like to go.
Yeah, I want to be there. I mean, we've been wanting to for quite a while now, but again, things have to align proper, and we will make them. Richard, don't worry, you didn't miss anything Frankie hasn't saying yet, but he will before the end of the show, of course.
I will say we do have our room available, or a room already booked for Texas Frightmare. Thank you, Richard, for that, helping us keep on top of that. Um, at least this year, we're going to be up at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. It was right in the middle of the day, no problems. Got the room. Got scared later on, thinking all the rooms were unbooked.
Yeah,
no, totally fine.
that was a good panic. Even though Miguel did not order me the s'mores package, it's all right. We'll make do with what we have.
And
Mark,
no,
how you doing?
no worries, John. No, we had a rough patch there for a bit. There was just crap after crap, but it has
No, but
gotten much better.
yeah,
this year.
everybody came through. We did different raffles that people donated from different companies. I mean,
It's huge.
as soon as these companies heard, I mean, Oliva, Alec Bradley, Castagli,
Blanco, Don
Olivon,
Sinistro.
Sinistro, all these people just shot us a bunch of stuff that here, raffle this stuff off, get you guys money back. And with you guys buying raffle tickets and everything, and Leslie winning like half the stuff apparently.
She did a good job.
Yeah, it was fantastic, guys. I mean, we had so much help and love from you guys. It was awesome. So that's why we love doing what we do, because we have great supporters like you guys watching the show, participating in the show, sharing the show, um, financially supporting the show, welcoming us when we're nearby.
Speaking of supporting, Lewis, first real quick before I forget. Hello, good to see you. Wonderful time, brother. But Eduardo brings up a very very happy thing. Any updates on Volume 2?
I actually have that on my notes over here. It's on the back page. You're gonna have to wait.
Why is it on the back page? I don't want to wait for things. What's more important? Let me look at it. So let me look. Let me see. What are you rubbing on your notes there? Let me roll on the notes. All right, it's pretty good notes. Those are pretty solid notes.
Okay, so next up, you guys, this is kind of a big one. McAuliffe is discontinuing the Grande Bold line, which I actually was my favorite cigars of theirs. I think the Grande Bold line was fantastic.
But don't you think their stuff got a little bloated, the portfolio?
It did. But the reason they're doing away with it is because anything after that year for the FDA,
they're
was gonna have issues. So like, you know what? Let's get rid of it. Not worry about it. We have other stuff we can focus on, which I understand. But I thought their Grande Bold line was a great idea. It was the Ligero, the Maduro, the Matafina, the Sumatra, and the Nicaragua. There we go. Got them all.
Nice.
And they were 5 cigars. All came in identical sizes. They were all fantastic. I always like getting a 5-pack of the Maduros, or the 5-pack of the Robustos, and give that away as a prize. Those
really
are
nice.
always a good prize.
Yeah.
There was even a few days when we were all day at Cigars or More, where we smoked all 5 of them, because they were that. I thought they were that good. So I am sad to see them go. If you guys are a fan of those, make sure you stock up before they're gone, because they'll be gone in 2023, which gives you a little less than 2 months to get as many as you can. In my opinion, they were good. The Matafina, the Brazilian Matafina, was fantastic, as well as the Ligero and the Sumatra. But if you could find a few 5-packs of each, I would definitely do that, guys.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the chance, grab a box or two, because you're not going to get them again. That's one of those things. John, absolutely right. Yeah, trying to get ahead of that curve. Understandable. I mean, I hope we're winning. Well, it seems like we are. We're making good leeway or headway with some of these rulings. But we have midterms coming up tomorrow. New faces hopefully, or at least faces we want to keep around. Will stick around. As far as politicians go, I don't really like any of their faces, so can't really say much about that. It's all a crapshoot. The FDA is honestly, in my opinion, and this is just opinion, not bringing up good arguments on why they are trying to push certain things they are pushing, at least as far as the cigar industry goes.
Mhm.
Maybe there are some other factors that I can't consider as far as like vape, e-cigarettes, or cigarettes, or
Out of my
other,
wheelhouse.
or even hookah, or any other tobacco-based product or smoking product. I couldn't really say if
Mhm.
they're bringing up good information or not.
Yeah.
But it feels like every time they talk,
If it's anything like our council was for speaking on vapes and stuff like
Mhm.
that, they have no idea what they're talking about.
yeah, like I believe one person like, oh, so if you smoke that many cigars and all the smoke goes in the air, it creates stars. How are we gonna more light at night? I
Mhm.
can't sleep.
Mhm.
That's not how stars work. But I
Yeah.
don't know enough about science to back that up.
Mike, how you doing? A happy Monday. Melanie is going to be with us on Tuesday and Thursday morning. So if you want to catch that, and then of course Friday afternoons as well.
Oh yeah,
Um, so she'll be there on that. I mean, I don't really know why you guys watch Mel, anyways. I mean, it's kind of boring, in my opinion. Talks a lot of shit. Can't back it up. Because when I tried to call her on it, she muted me.
as you deserve to be sometimes.
So obviously
Mute
she can't stand the heat, so she stay out of the kitchen.
out of that
But then get back
proverbial.
in the kitchen. 'Cause I hear she cooks really well. So
I have not heard that.
I've heard that.
I've never heard
I've
that.
heard that.
I love Mel to death, and I've never once heard any compliment on her cooking. So someone's either lying to me or you. I'm okay if it's to me because then there's good food. You know. Nonetheless, Mike, yeah, absolutely. She will be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. That is West Coast time. Which with all the stupid time zone changes or all the daylight saving changes, I don't know what that is to
Mhm.
anybody anymore. I apologize, but it's whatever West Coast is. Of course.
And I think our battery has died on our camera, guys. I apologize. Miguel's gonna switch that out. You guys can still hear me. Um, so I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna take this time to talk to you guys about Artista Cigars. Artista Cigars, made in the Dominican Republic, are our sponsor for our show. They also are the factory that make our cigars. So uh, we love Artista Cigars to death. They used to be known as El Artista. Now they have dropped the L. They got the L out of there. Became Artista Cigars. They're absolutely fantastic. I mean, even their quote unquote budget friendly, low cost cigar, Buffalo 10, is fantastic. So many people have been asking us since we got it on the show and they've tried them. Where can I get that cigar? And we'll tell them, this shop, we'll tell them that shop, whatever we can do to get them uh,
Sorry about that.
in their hands because they're absolutely fantastic cigars. From top to bottom of their portfolio, Artista Cigars are fantastic. We thank them tremendously for being a sponsor.
I will say this. She is the most beautiful woman in the cigar industry. And as John pointed out, I want to bring this on the screen for everyone. Her acumen, her cigar knowledge has only increased. And she'll be the first to tell you from the beginning that she's been learning the entire time. She didn't step in as some kind of guru. We never stepped into this knowing everything about cigars. I still don't know. There's people talk circles around about cigars all the time, and I love learning. So I think that's why we worked out so well together. I think that's why one of the reasons I really enjoy hanging out with Mel because we're both learning at the same time. Maybe I was a little bit further along than she was, and I don't have as many opuses to smoke, so I smoke other stuff. But she is learning. You can tell from day one to now she's been learning and she has been studying very well the industry of cigars.
Talk about Mel and the camera goes out. Coincidence?
She's been rigging it. She's been
Yeah.
rigging it.
No, I love Mel. I like to give her shit, but in the end, she's always had our back and she's always been a part of the team since the COVID stuff started. So I
True.
always have a spot in my heart for her, and a lot of thanks as well because she's helped the show continue to grow. So that's fantastic.
Well, the only other one I would say I miss her too. Coco. I miss Coco. I talked to her for like 2 seconds there, but I haven't seen her do anything lately.
There have been two women in the cigar. One of them's not in the cigar industry,
Just
but two women that during interviews or just talking to them, I have just bricked up because I could not say anything to them. Coco being one. I
Yep.
think Coco is gorgeous beyond comparison and super tall, so it makes me even feel even worse. And the other being Alexis Texas. It took me a good 10 minutes, 15 minutes into the show to actually start talking.
that was embarrassing.
That was highly, highly embarrassing and unprofessional to say the least. But next time, I think I'll be a lot looser and I'll be ready to go.
Oh my goodness. The Coco incident at least was off camera, so thank goodness.
And I've gotten a lot better than now. I talked to her no
Oh
problem.
yeah, because she's wonderful and she's
I'll talk to her. Hey, Coco, how's it going? Blah blah. Let's get married. Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Yeah, just whatever. Blah blah blah. I
Yeah.
add that in there a little bit. Brian, Great Smoke tickets and virtual packs are up too. I will talk about that after Cigar Heritage Festival because we are focusing on that right now. I'm sorry. other events, because we are going to one. There's a grand opening at Little Havana and Corona Cigars this Saturday.
Oh shoot, that is this
That is
Saturday.
this Saturday. Yeah. So if you guys are in the area, check it out. But the most important one for us for East Coast right now is definitely going to be Cigar Heritage Festival. I cannot wait to talk about the Great Smoke, and I will definitely be trying to get my tickets because I want to freaking go.
Real quick, I know the reason we're focusing on Cigar Heritage Festival is because we're the official media personnel for it. That's why we're focusing on it, not
We have
anything else.
Yeah.
So we're contractually obligated to talk to them about them the most. But he says it's in March. What day in March?
Oh,
I'd like to know.
yes.
I didn't know it was in March. I thought it was in April.
No.
So what day in March is this event going to be? I would very much like to know. And Brian, I don't know how close Corona is to you. We were going to be in Anaheim today, but
Could not go.
one car caught on fire and another car, I guess they had a fatal accident, so they closed down that freeway and they said, nope, get back to Bakersfield.
Oh, I was just favorite pairing, John. This coffee right here is perfect. All right, this is a French vanilla blend. It's not a creamer. It's just a little infusion they do to the beans, and I really do love that. So it's not extra sugar. It's just black coffee, and it's flavored as French vanilla, and I think it's better than putting a bunch of creamer in your coffee. And Jeff, I was just having something simple. I was having the Charter Oak Maduro Foundation, another company that will be over at Cigar Heritage Festival. I was having that Maduro. That's all.
Frankie was actually a bad boy yesterday. He did not smoke a cigar from Cigars and More, but I did buy an Andalusian Bull. I bought a Viva La Vida Cavalier and El Septimo. So I bought those 4.
I think that's okay then.
But I also had a Casa 1910 that I've been wanting to smoke. It's the new one, the Green Label Torpedo.
Oof.
And that's what I smoked. And it was absolutely fantastic.
16th to the 19th.
Okay. Just so you guys know, my birthday is on the 20th. So I'm going to do my best to make that event then. Because that's going to be a lot of fun. St. Patrick's Day and my birthday so close together. You guys don't have to, but you want to shower me with gifts, it's fine. It's appreciated, but not necessary.
Absolutely don't have to.
But yeah, I did not know it was in March. I thought it was in April, so that gets me even more stoked because then we'll have April to recoup money for May for Texas Frightmare.
Which is wonderful because in February is
TPE.
Then give us a little February. Oh, no, it's only a month, but still a little break. March we go TGS. Then what do you call it? Obviously we go to Texas Frightmare, and then a couple more months we go over to Vegas for IPCPR, PCA. My goodness. So that's gonna be some wonderful time right there.
I blessed you with my presents yesterday. That's good enough.
I think that's solid. That's enough gift for Frankie. All right, don't give him too much. Like giving a mouse a cookie. He's gonna want a cigar too. All right. Every mouse I've ever met has wanted a cigar as well.
Yeah, Jeff's birthday is this Friday on Veterans Day, along with our sister.
Oh yes,
she turns 18. Crazy how time flies.
I mean,
freaking crazy, man.
She's already smarter than I was, more capable than I was at that age. So I'm terrified for the future. That's at the same time, I know there's a couple of smart ones with their heads on their shoulders at least.
Yeah.
So,
and I will also say this in conjunction with Veterans Day, on the day of the show, if you are watching and you are in fact a veteran, for the final show of the month, the giveaway show, we will be taking names that day for a special veterans only wheel. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force. Are there any veterans of the Space Force yet?
I don't think you can be a veteran of it. I don't think you're out of it yet. So
if you're a veteran of the Space Force, you would get 2. That's pretty cool.
I actually bought a case to give away of MRE of just the omelet one that everyone loves.
Oh, the Vomlet?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Fantastic.
Just kidding.
Also, we will include the Coast Guard.
Why would you not?
Because they were Department of Transportation for so long.
I don't want to get into it right now.
No, we're not getting into it. We will also.
You got to not disrespect.
We will also include the Coast Guard because they do a lot too.
100%.
I don't know if you guys ever watch some of their videos where they get the drug runners. Freaking awesome. And some of these drug runners have some ridiculous submarines, and it is awesome to see those guys come up with the big guns. Like,
Jeez.
They knock on the top of the sub like, So We will count them as well.
Wait a minute. I'll read this. Make sure, Peter. I didn't know if I missed you or not. Good to see you, brother. They text on the video. Oh shoot, yeah, it's the Patreon I put for the 5-year anniversary. Yeah, thank you, Peter. I will fix that. It's a copy paste situation. Just so I put all the links in there. But you are right. It's now just if you want to be in the monthly. At least for now, it should be.
Yeah,
And Brian, did you mess up your own hashtag? Am I what I'm seeing right there?
he did.
Oh no! Wait, is it wrong? The first one? 420. Okay, that's 420. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right. Well, you got it right the second. That's all that matters. 420 packs. Wonderful stuff. Great deal, by the way, for those. Just I know it's a little side note here, but it's a friggin' phenomenal price for what you get.
Yeah. So keep in mind if you guys are a veteran of any of the military branches, hell, you know what? I'll also include if you're retired from a sheriff's department, CHP, or police department,
Peace
or
officer.
yeah, troopers, whatever, rangers, whatever police officers department you retire from, you'll be included as well.
Yes,
So
very
day
nice of you.
of the show is when we'll take those names. So there won't be a special place you have to put them. Just watch the show that day,
Good to go.
and we put your name in. We'll put you on that special wheel, and I will have a special prize for us veterans only.
Nice, very nice. We were asked a question on YouTube: favorite liquor pairing. Something like this. This is a bit darker. It's not very heavy though. The strength isn't there, but get some good spice, some really dark like molasses flavor to it. Went really well with the coffee, but I would probably go with a corny bourbon. I want something like super sweet.
You're corny.
I am corny, which is totally fine. In fact, this was actually brought up. Usually, older people are cornier. You know, they tell those jokes,
Mhm.
and they're actually talking about the oldest lady. Forget what the hell's her name, but she tells a lot of those puns.
Mhm.
Like, oh, it keeps my mind sharp. Like, and something. God, what was it? And oh
Well,
yeah,
obviously your mind's not sharp.
Antiquity is her name.
That
Oldest
was
people on the
so
planet.
stupid. Anyways, actually mine was one that takes me back to when we first started pairing cigars with alcohol. I had a bottle of this lying around, and I had it. I remember correctly. It was a Roman Juliet in 1875, and it was the first time that the flavors of um the Scotch really came out. Like I grabbed so many different flavors from the Scotch and the cigar from pairing them together, and that was Johnny Walker Black. Um, and so to this
Ooh,
day, Johnny
wonderful
Walker
call.
Black is probably my favorite thing to pair cigars with. Um, it's not expensive, you know, you can find it relatively anywhere. Um, it's still a good quality product, even if it's not, you know, the higher end stuff like the green, platinum, gold, blue, or whatever. And even though it's not a single malt scotch or anything like that, I think it's really, really good. Um, and after that would definitely be a discontinued product that we can't find anymore. If you guys find it, let me know.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be Jack Daniel's Sinatra. Jack Daniel's Sinatra is you can't think of it as Jack Daniel's because it is head and shoulders above Jack
it's a
Daniel's.
different category.
It is above the Gentleman Jack, the single barrels, in my opinion, by heads and shoulders. It
I
is
love single
fantastic.
barrel.
Um, but definitely the Johnny Walker Black for me would be my favorite pairing for any cigar. If I'm gonna have a pairing with it to keep it all neutral, it's gonna be the Johnny Walker Black with any cigar. So I know what I'm getting from that, and what I'm getting from the cigar.
That's an excellent call. Yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame that it's discontinued, but just means if you have a bottle, it's more special. Nothing wrong with that. Um, was there another one I wanted to make sure? No, we're caught up there.
Okay, good then. How's your cigar, Mike?
I'm about, I would say, a full third of the way through, burning pretty decently. I had a little chip in the wrapper, but it was like where the glue holds it together.
Mm,
So it just kind of popped that little piece off. It did not break the wrapper, so there's no like hole in it. It's really nice. Other than that, everything's going really well. Again, the flavors are deep. It's not strong as far as just nicotine rush goes, but it is a very deep cigar as far as flavors go. Pretty spicy on the tongue, but more of a cinnamon spice. Going really well with the coffee, by the way. Like really good oakiness and molasses is a sweet. I'm getting. I think I'm on the money with that. Very nice stuff though, and complex. If you heard the blend before, it is Colombian, Mexican, Dominican, and Nicaraguan. It is a 4 country blend of tobacco
now,
going into this.
do
So
you think they grow I don't know the region in Colombia. Do you think that they grow the tobacco near the coffee, and that's what gives the soil some of that extra mineraliness, that flavor that you get into the coffee notes?
It's the same way they do with the cocaine, so it gives it a little
Mhm,
bump up there.
mhm, mhm,
Actually, I think you might be on the money there, but I don't know how that works exactly because you're not getting flavor of coffee until you roast them.
mhm.
At least the flavors we know.
So you're roasting it now?
If you were to boil coffee beans and try to get a similar steeping situation, it'd be a night and day. You wouldn't get anything that you would recognize.
Mhm.
'Cause that's what I understand.
Right.
Um,
To roast them to extract the oils and whatnot.
and yeah, and then release everything out of that. It's the same way. Like, um, I gotta remember what podcast. I think it was Joe Rogan or somebody who does research on was it them or I'll find the name later. But the important thing is that in certain regions they will do the same thing with coca leaf.
Mhm,
It'll just be like a tea, and it's not any kind of like crazy effect. It's the similar, if not, it's a little bit stronger than a cup of coffee,
mhm,
um, which is a totally normal thing. It's just another type of tea leaf almost, just coca leaf.
mm,
So you're looking at three extremely different plants because you look at coffee bean and you're thinking completely mundane, but the trade that goes into coffee is insane. Like
mhm,
some of the travesties that's being done to those farmers. And then you look at tobacco leaves and you get this very distinct picture in your head.
mhm,
And then you look at coca leaf in the same area in Colombia and you think illicit right away. Well, it's a completely way of life. It's some completely mundane.
mhm.
It's just another farmer doing their job, which is mind boggling to me. And a little
Yeah.
fun fact, the only company allowed to bring in cocaine, um, which is not actually cocaine, it's just the coca leaf, Coca Cola. They are allowed to bring in coca leaves into the US 100% legally. It's the
Huh,
only private company that can do that.
interesting.
Yeah.
As far as La Polina El Diario goes, you guys, like I told you, it started off with intense spice, which I was warned about when I read the description. The spice is still there. It's still very, very prevalent. It is a red pepper spice. It is a heavy spice, but it's complemented on the other side by a rich espresso um,
Oh, nice.
note to it, which also has a bit of the mocha espresso thing. Not coffee and chocolate, but that rich, dark espresso.
Yeah.
Um,
Where the mocha is almost just there, just
yeah,
natural.
it also has a good cedar note to it. But again, that espresso and spice are uh, hand in hand, the two dominant flavors in this. So again, I'm about one third of the way in. If you aren't into spice, this may not be for you. But for me, every once in a while, a nice spicy cigar is it. And actually, I don't know why I mentioned this, but I do every time. It's got a nice hand feel too as well.
No, I get that. I understand because I was smoking that pandemonium. I gotta put the video I made up. Thank you for helping me with that, by the way. Oh, send me. I think you have a clip or
Yeah.
two. That's why. Not your fault. Just bringing it up on your phone. Um, I smoked that for I think my final count was 3 hours 40 minutes on the timer, but it should have been closer to uh almost closer to 4 hours just because I took a break, so I paused it, came back, and I forgot to unpause it when I relit. So it was a good like 10, maybe 15 minutes. I forgot to do the timer. Um, but it's a good cigar. I want to say it right now. The flavors were nice, long burn time. Relit it like maybe twice, and over 4 hours. That's not bad.
Hmm.
But just I don't like the way it felt in my hand. I don't like the way like I was trying to hold it on the lips, trying to smoke it. It just I don't like that big a ring gauge.
Awkward.
It's very awkward, but it's a good cigar. So if you enjoy that stuff, if it's okay for you to get that 6x60, that 7x70, I think this one was an 8x60. Maybe it was an 8x70. Um, go for it. It's just for me. Like I agree. I like a good hand feel to my
Hmm.
cigar.
I am very happy with the results of the past NFL week.
Nope.
You guys got to win.
I thought we lost.
No, you guys won.
Oh,
You beat the
last I saw
Rams.
we were losing. I was like, we were
No,
supposed to win.
you won.
Oh, okay, all right. I
I
stopped
am.
watching because I saw we were losing.
I'm also very happy with my fantasy team right now. My fantasy team is on a 4-game win streak, and we're moving that to 5 after tonight because there is no way he's going to come back. All he has left is a kicker, and I still have my quarterback, and I am up by I think 60 points.
I'm also winning, which is a rarity for me. I lost on hockey, which is okay because I was like 5 points difference. Rich beat me, but it's the closest I've been in my 0-4 record on hockey. I
Hmm.
don't know hockey. I love watching it. I like watching the fights. I like going to dollar beer night and getting a little too drunk and having a good time because the crowd is awesome, especially here in Bakersfield. If you all out there have heard the rumors like, oh, Bakersfield, why go there? It's boring. There's nothing to do.
There's plenty
I
to do.
I implore you to come on a night where you can go have barbecue at Pork Chop and Bubba's in the afternoon. Um, you got little ones, take them to the Calm, and then go enjoy a hockey game that night. And then if you got a babysitter, you can go down to the Padre
Hmm.
and have a really good drink, or to 17th Street and you can have a cigar. I believe they close at 2 a.m. I think they're at regular bar hour.
Noon.
They close at
Oh, no,
noon,
sorry,
huh?
12. 12.
Wow, that's really early.
12. It's not
12.
noon.
Okay, well, at least later than the other cigar
Yeah.
lounges, because they regular business hours.
Yeah.
So there's a whole, like, if you're traveling and you're like, okay, I got to stop somewhere, you can stop in Bakersfield. Have a great
There's
time.
plenty to do.
Right.
And Peter, you're absolutely right. When it comes down to it, I cannot think of a quarterback you would rather have running your 2-minute drill. I
Oh.
mean,
Yeah, gosh.
clutch, proven time and time again. Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback in his time. Not so great this year. He had more interceptions this past weekend than he's had in a couple entire years of his career.
See it on
So
his face.
yeah,
It's just,
um,
it's just age.
you know, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, Brett Favre, um,
He's still great.
all great quarterbacks, but I think when it comes down to it, there was no one you'd rather have with the ball with 2 minutes or under to go, and the game was on the line than Tom Brady.
Yeah. Real quick, Paul. Don't worry. It's not that they're not there. I put it on the Facebook page and in the group because Facebook has just been crushing us with the algorithm. There's a little over 5,500 people in the Facebook group, I believe. There's 25,000 people following or more on the Facebook page, and we're reaching like 1,000 people tops in the videos, and it's showing. It's starting to irritate me. I'm like, usually there's dips, and like, okay, that's fine, but it's been going on, and so I'm trying to switch it up a bit.
Hmm.
You guys can do me a favor, and when it comes out, just the commenting is a huge part of it. Comment, liking, and sharing the videos is a huge part. If you wouldn't mind putting on the notifications, that's a huge help. It's just been nothing on your guys' end. It's not anyone else's fault. The show's the time. You guys do a wonderful job helping us out, but if I could ask for that just a little extra, appreciate it. First
Just
QB,
traded Chubb for Mahomes and a second-tier running back. Interesting. I hope that helps your team.
how is he doing this year, by the way?
Mahomes?
Mahomes, yeah.
He's a steady 20-plus guy. He
I mean,
get 22 points this past weekend.
I'm not a big fan of his, and it's not even his fault really. Maybe it's that Kermit face of his.
Mhm.
But he's a great player.
Mhm.
He's a smart guy. I mean, he bought what part of
The
what team?
Royals.
Part of the Royals, yeah. When he got that money, which a lot of other people his age would not be spending like
Uh-huh.
that. That's an investment, whether you like the team or not. Um, Sports make money. Even the worst team in the NFL is making more money than a lot of other investments, like buying a really expensive car or something. So the fact that he's doing something like that, I respect it. I respect his decisions, and he's a good player. See him
Mhm.
friggin' throw off the ground and still hit his receivers. That's crazy. You could just do a highlight reel of that. He's a good guy.
So you have quarterback issues. Okay.
Mine
Uh,
both got under 10 or under
I
10.
have Lamar Jackson as my quarterback until his bye week. He's been doing decent for me. There's been a couple weeks he's underperformed, but for the most part, he's reliable for a good, 19 to 20 plus points a week. Uh, I will have a bit of an issue when he goes to his bye week because I did trade uh, Kirk Cousins away. There's a few quarterbacks. I think Justin Fields is still available, so we'll have to wait and see. He had a great week this week. Um, but again, it'll be a 1 week plug-in, so hopefully that week won't be too difficult.
Oh, it's the most difficult week.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never know.
Crown
Uh,
heads La Crema and Bellicoso or Bellicoso Fino, the limited edition. I have not had that, but the La Crema is a wonderful cigar.
hmm
So I can only imagine that the LE is amazing.
Yeah,
As the emojis point out, fire, and I believe that's a chocolate
hot
bar.
chocolate.
Oh, hot chocolate. I just said fire. That's where my mind went because it is that cigar's fire. So either way, oh my gosh, yeah, I would.
Yeah, see, I told you hot chocolate.
You are absolutely right. Ah, nice. I will give you that one. Nice. We got to play that game guess what the emojis mean?
The movie one, that's a good one.
There was another game you were trying to show me, and I barely understood it. It was like 7 Degrees to Kevin Bacon or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Gotta try that one out.
yeah, that'd be fun to do as
And
well. Let's see here.
ooh, that's nice.
So up next, I talked about the Veterans Wheel. California Dreaming Volume 2 has landed in Arizona, and I have just paid a substantial amount for its safe transportation to California.
It shipped out today to us.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have it here by the end of the week. But yeah, I have finally paid that stuff off, so it should be coming here very soon. Um, just talked to the guy on the phone as well, so always looking good for that. So we'll be able to get those out to you guys this month.
ASAP. ASAP. I want it to be here Wednesday morning so I can make a big stack of them right here. I'm not even gonna be on camera. I'll be talking behind a giant stack of cigars. Want to get to Ventura and do an idea that we had that you guys will understand the moment it happens. I want to showcase the other thing I did that I can't yet because we don't have a product. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for them to be here. I can't wait to smoke another. We don't have any more ourselves. We had a
Nope.
couple test blends, and then it's like these are great. Love it. Ooh, I was gonna curse right there. Like, nah, I'm gonna save that for later. Um, cannot wait to get more of them. So we did all the steps, and then the steps got bigger and more curvy, and all of a sudden, it's 2 months later, and I'm just it's 2 months past when we wanted them here.
hmm
So I've been, ugh, I don't even. I'm just so happy that they're going to be here this week.
hmm
I'm besides myself. Beside myself. Yes. Oof. I just got an order of the Olmec. Ooh, those are fantastic too. Those are amazing.
Those
And
are
I
good.
thought Foundation topped themselves every time they put out a cigar. I think the Olmec might be my new favorite from
And I
them.
dig the band artwork too. I
Oh,
think it's
heck
really
yeah.
good. And the J Train by Protocol. Okay. You got those two famous? I'm assuming because I think that's the only place I saw them.
Well, is it?
I think so.
Either way, wherever you got them from, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's another event we got to get to, the Protocol Pool Party, man.
Yeah.
Gosh dang.
Also, you guys, the 19th of this month is our taster here at the club. We do a taster every November. It is open to the first 20 people that want to go. Obviously, club members get priority on the list. So, if you guys want to come, if you guys are in Bakersfield or can be in Bakersfield around that time, let us know. We'll put you on the list, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Thanks, Brian. Smoking has them too. There we go. Very nice. Well, good place to shop.
hmm
I just wanted to smoke in with their monthly, and we have some monthlies coming, right?
Yep.
So that's exciting as well. Can't wait to see those in hand. So we can talk about those as well. Last
hmm
month, I think we agreed um, pretty handily that luxury had the best box that time, but
Yes.
that's no easy feat when you're competing with Stogie Bird and the Brian
Brian
box from Provada, because those were also some great stuff.
hmm
And again, I know that each have their own different styles to them, on price points, their own perks and
Yep.
cons. But you can't really go wrong with any of them.
Right.
It's really difficult, and
Absolutely
I
right.
think Smoke In has that same feel to it, but for different reasons.
hmm Mike, that's all I have on my notes. Do you have anything you want to talk about
I got a
before we?
couple. Yeah, I got a couple here. I have some deals that JJ sent me,
Let's see these
and
deals.
these are companies that will be at Cigar Heritage Festival. So I hope you guys will check these out with us. I'm gonna start with this one. Boom, Espinosa, and looks like a 10 count box. You're gonna get 2 cigars with it. 20 count or 2 10 count boxes. You're gonna get 5, and you get 30 cigars in any combination. You get 10. So that's basically, um,
40 for the price of 30.
yeah, that is insane. That's a lot of cigars right there.
Now, keep in mind, you guys, the free cigars I do believe are going to be ones that they have selected, and you'll get to choose from those cigars. So, um, just keep that in mind.
I want to get Tarano or whoever we can on to talk about that, and I will hit them up
hmm
ASAP so we can make sure about that rule. Because if you get a pick, like, I don't know, let's say you buy the 3 boxes, like you get to pick one of those boxes that you bought as your free, that would be incredible, you know.
Yeah.
Or even honestly, they've got so much good stuff in there. I wouldn't be sad about, like, they have a random 10 pack of
hmm
cigars. Like, all right, here you go go to town. I'm
Mhm.
super happy about that. The next one is going to be from one of our favorite companies, and it is Millennial Monday. So you have the Oliva deals. You have the one box sale. You're gonna get Oliva 8 count travel humidor and the bottle opener, so you get your swag going on here. This looks like, yeah, the swag guys are coming in there because I know a lot of you guys need it. You know, you can never have too many bottle openers.
Mhm.
I've learned that the hard way when I don't have one and my Topo Chico goes undrank. 2 box sale, you get an 8 cigar accessory sampler. Those are wonderful boxes too
So the
from
sorted.
assorted. Oh, sorry, assorted sampler.
If you guys have not seen this Oliva assorted sampler before, it is fantastic. It comes with a little bit of everything that Oliva has to offer. Um, we've given them out quite a few times. I think they change from time to time.
Mhm.
We have given out quite a few of them. They were always a big hit, and that's basically 8 free cigars when you buy 2 boxes.
Honestly, you take care of your Christmas
Now,
shopping with that.
I don't know if the boxes have to be a 20 count box, because the Milanios do come in 10 count boxes. So we may have to get some clarification on that one.
Well, a lot of the Olivas come in, and there's a lot of 10 counts, aren't there?
I think it's just the Milanio.
Oh, but there's so many in that lineup though,
Yeah,
because I think the Milani Maduros have a 10 count.
yeah.
The um regular Serie V has 10 counts.
Mhm.
So you're looking at 5 different cigars. I think 5 SKUs each. I could be wrong. And then, okay, of course, I think the Melanio Maduro Lancero has a 20 count box. If I remember correctly,
I just say I don't know if they're gonna count a 10 count box as one box.
as a box. But I think they will. But we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll
We will
definitely get some
find out. Yeah.
clarification on that.
But the 3 box sale is going to be the Oliva backpack. So a little something to carry everything away, and don't have anyone trying to grab them out of your hands. Good
Mhm.
call. Good call with that. Check the. Just don't want to miss this. You both should get in December. Oh yeah, no, I want to be a part of it. I want to be part of the shows though too. I'm so upset I missed the Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then the last one we have here is from Aladino. Oh my goodness, Aladino. I remember who I was talking to about them not advertising enough online,
Mhm.
and I think to myself, so many people talk about it though because it's so wonderful.
Yeah.
So they do that word of mouth is better than them tooting their own horn situation. They could do both, and I would not be sad.
Mhm.
But it looks like you get a 10 pack sampler, get that cutter. 1 box, you get 3 cigars. 2 box, you get 6 cigars. Hat or lighter. Always like those hats. And the lighter, I can see right there, has a little stand on it for your
Mhm.
cigar. Very convenient when you are, out and about.
Yep.
And 3 boxes or more, you get 10 cigars, hat, and lighter. So you get everything.
I will say I'm excited about the 10 pack sampler. As many samplers like that as I can find at the event, I want to get.
Yes,
It's a good way to get a good variation and assortment of their cigars and get an idea of what companies have.
yeah.
It also doesn't tie you down to an entire box if you don't want one. I mean, obviously, Milanios, I might do a box here, a box there. Um, but the samplers are by far your best way to get a good idea of what a company has to offer.
100% agree with that. And I just like a variety. I can 100% understand why some people don't or want their boxes. I get
Mhm.
it. I totally get it. But I like
Yeah, if you know what you like, yeah,
stick with it. But I like those varieties. And
hmm
since we are coming towards the end, is it time?
it's time.
All right, I'm gonna throw this on the screen, guys. Do me a favor, if you're on your phone, give it a screen grab real quick, a screenshot, scan that code, and if on at least on iPhones, I know it works, so you
hmm
can do it in your photos. Get that picture however you can. Get that code. Get your free ticket.
hmm
If you want to give it to your buddy too, send him the picture. He can do the same for himself. It is one click to the link, one ticket. So if he clicks it, you click it, totally fine. Everybody click it. Get your free
Everybody
ticket.
click.
Get that ticket, please. I want to see you guys there. There are virtual deals that will be happening as well. I'm going to leave this on for a second. I'm going to open up another tab so I can get this other one. Because the deals that you see there, you will be able to get online as well. I have a link for that as well. There we go. Virtual access. So I hope you guys got that because I'm going to share the other one real quick. So do that here, click here. Where is it? Wait. Oh my goodness. There we go. My gosh. There we go. So again, doesn't cost anything to get the virtual event access, but I just want to show you that there will be a portal for it. So during the deals, while we were running around during the event, interviewing people, showing the product in person, you will be able to hop on those as well.
hmm
while you are there. So I hope you will take advantage of that, guys. I hope you will get stocked up. Again, it's what the 4th.
Fourth.
So you buy everything right then and there. You got cigar buddies.
Mhm.
You got the presents taken care of. Buy yourself something awesome. Give them that little extra swag. Done. And no one's gonna be sad about that. If you want to just give them that bonus.
Yep.
If you buy the Oliva deal, you give someone the sampler pack. I'd be happy with that. That's a great Christmas present.
Yep.
So it's a little something for everybody.
It is indeed. All right, guys. Excuse me, I was about to sneeze right there. That is going to do it for us. We will see you guys this Wednesday for the next show. You're not going to want to miss it again. And it feels good to be back.
Yeah, it was a great week. We didn't even talk about the events.
No,
No,
we got left.
we got left behind. We'll talk about that Wednesday.
Talk about it Wednesday.
We got left behind. All right. But it's still fun. And I'll do it again. But we will be back Wednesday. Tuesday morning, we will be here, me and Melanie, for Great American Morning, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. West Coast time, if you guys want to check that out. And Thursday as well. John, thank you so much, brother. Appreciate the comment. And I hope you guys will join us this entire month long, because we're going to have a lot more to talk about for Cigar Heritage Festival, as Frankie mentioned, for the top 10 list. We will, as soon as cigars are in hand, we will talk about the Long Ash contest for California Dreamin' Volume 2. Or I don't know if we want to switch it up and do something different, but I think at least the Long Ash contest, and we'll do a group video for that as well. And the pack, if you guys want to get a hold of the next Gentleman's Agreement pack, it is shipping in December, so you have to sign up now, ASAP. The link is in the description. If you'd like to support the show on Facebook, you can just hit that teal shield. $5 a month. It's a huge help, guys. But other than that, y'all have a good one.
That'll do it for us, guys. We'll see you Wednesday.
All right. Take care.